Idea of how much of the plane actually impacted the building?
You know, it might have appeared that way, but from my close-up inspection, there's no evidence of a plane having crashed anywhere near the Pentagon. The only site is the actual site of the building that's crashed in, and as I said, the only pieces left that you can see are small enough that you could pick up in your hand. There are no large tail sections, wing sections, a fuselage, nothing like that anywhere around, which would indicate that the entire plane crashed into the side of the Pentagon and then caused the side to collapse. Now, even though if you look at the pictures of the Pentagon, you see that the floors have all collapsed, that didn't happen immediately. It wasn't until almost about 45 minutes later that the structure was weakened enough that all of the floors collapsed.
At any point during this day, were you just, in a very base way, afraid?
There were many times, Miles, that you were afraid. You were worried, especially when I was standing in front of the Pentagon that night, seeing one of our fortresses pried open by a missile airplane. Fortresses pried open by a missile. Fortresses pried open by a missile. Fortresses pried open by a missile airplane. 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 A missile airplane, a missile airplane.
Now let's hear from some eyewitnesses who were here when this all happened.
There was a massive explosion and absolute chaos afterwards.
We heard it happen and everything shook and the ceiling started to fall. And, I thought it was because there's generators and things. We just thought something, you know, there was a malfunction, something exploded. Generators and things. We just thought something, you know, there was a malfunction, something exploded.
I mean, it was like a cruise missile with wings. Went right there and slammed right into the Pentagon. I mean, it was like a cruise missile with wings. Cruise missile with wings. Cruise missile with wings.
I want to talk about the Kursk and the origin of the Granite missile. There are some interesting things that you refer to in your book with some clear pictures about what happened to the Kursk missiles and the missile silos after the submarine was recovered. Can we talk about that for a moment?
Yes, because certain Russian officials, they knew that all missiles from Kursk submarine was stolen and there was nothing in the silos. And they did not want the recovery workers and the rest of the involved people to know of this fact. So they have to produce some cover-up story to hide. First, they have to hide the fact that the missiles were stolen, and secondly, they have to safely decommission the missiles without attracting much attention to this fact.
Okay, let's walk through that.
Yes.
So they recover the submarine. What do they do then?
Before they recover submarine, they send some special unit of the divers with a strange instruction to fill the empty tubes which supposed to host the granite missiles with a certain fast setting foam, and then seal the lids.
What would be the point of fast setting foam?
The point was that to hide the non-existence of the missiles, but the official version, of course they have to produce some official version, was that they have to use that foam to prevent missile from, you know, how they call it?
Vibrating?
From vibrating inside during the transportation and from damaging them, which is just ridiculous, because the missiles were in the combat position and they were tightly fitted.
And they're armor-plated. How can you damage it?
Look, you can see at the picture of the Pentagon.
Yes.
This missile managed to fly about 600 kilometers and penetrate 6 walls of the Pentagon after throwing the generator to the side.
Yeah. You're not going to damage them.
Yeah, it was not damaged.
Okay.
So why would it be damaged during the transportation?
So they fill the missile tubes with fast-setting foam.
Yeah.
Then they recovered the submarine.
And then they sealed the leads.
Okay.
And after that, they started the recovery operation.
Okay. And then they get the submarine up on the surface.
Yes. Then they transported it to the port.
Okay. And then what did they do?
And after that, they continue, because they have to continue with this how they call production.
Okay.
They decided to cut the entire silos from the body of submarine using the electric welding.
They cut the silos out of the submarine
completely from the.
Okay.
They just cut them.
Okay.
As you slice the bread with the knife. And then they transported them to some secure location.
Yes.
And then allegedly they destroyed the missiles along with their silos without opening them.
So Dimitri, what would they do with the silos once they've been cut out of the submarine?
So then the story continued. They produced the public story that the missiles were allegedly so badly damaged that the silos cannot be opened because it's too dangerous.
Okay.
And then they delivered this missile to some remote area, buried them into some trenches, and allegedly destroyed them with ordinary explosives. But if you analyze what they publish in the media, it seems that they were destroyed by the portable nuclear devices, just to make sure that they will be completely destroyed. Because you cannot afford to destroy such things with ordinary explosives, because something will remain. And the people still can find out there were no missiles inside. So they should use some portable nuclear devices like a mini nukes to do the job. And it seems that it was so.
Okay.
So that means they were completely destroyed.
Okay.
And nothing remained of
There's
them.
no evidence.
Yes, because you know, when you use the portable nuclear device to destroy a missile, there will be nothing remain.
Going back to your military experience, what should have taken place?
If the missiles were there,
Yes.